Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Driving in Lagos. Today we are exploring the third Mainland Bridge. First of all, how many of us know that this bridge has an official name? This road has its own official name. The official name is not Third Mainland Bridge. Well, we'll get to that. So just like the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, which everybody tomorrow will be calling just Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, the official name of that road is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Coastal Highway. That's the official name of that road. So this third Mainland Bridge you are saying, it has an official name, and many of us don't know. Well, before we continue, welcome to another episode of Driving in Lagos. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. You are missing a whole lot. This is the channel that brings Lagos to you. This is the channel that brings Lagos to your screen. Everywhere in Lagos, every road infrastructure in Lagos. Yes, the way you are seeing it when you drive on this road, how it feels and what you see in 2026. This is the channel that brings it to you. So let's dive right into it. So the third Mainland Bridge was officially named, or is officially named as the Ibrahim Babangida Bridge. That is the official name of third Mainland Bridge. Ibrahim Babangida Bridge. So when you say third Mainland Bridge, or when you hear Ibrahim Babangida Bridge, they are talking about the third Mainland Bridge. Yeah, it is the most famous bridge in Nigeria and one of Africa's best known bridges or best known transport landmark. Yes, this bridge is 11.8 kilometers in length or 7.3 miles. 11.8 kilometers, that's how long the third Mainland Bridge is. It connects Oworo to Adeniji. So right now we are not on the bridge yet, which you must have noticed. We are just driving past Osborne Road. So right now we are approaching the bridge. There's this new layout by my right on your screen, which is called Ilubiri. Some of us would have noticed, some of us may not have even noticed it. There's a new layout, more like an estate. Ilubiri is a new place. So we are heading to Third Mainland. I will just continue. Of course, many of us know Third Mainland already, but this is a video, not just to show you what Third Mainland Bridge looks like currently, but also tell you more about the bridge. So Third Mainland Bridge, like I said, also known as Ibrahim Babangida Bridge, is 11.8 kilometers in length or 7.3 miles. And it connects Oworo-Shoki, and Adeniji. Adele. Sorry for that pronunciation. Adeniji is popularly known as Adeniji anyway. So this bridge was the longest bridge when it was built and completed in 1990. It was the longest bridge in Africa as in 1990, before it was beaten in 1996 by another super construction in another country. If you know the country, that's a quiz for you. If you know the country, write it in the comment section. So this bridge was the longest bridge. It was built in 1990. It was the longest bridge in Africa, but it was beaten just 6 years later in 1996. So why this bridge was constructed in the first place? By the early 1970s, just after the Civil War, that's the Biafran War, Lagos experienced a boom, a growth, like a rapid growth, population growth, due to the oil business. Oil was discovered in Nigeria just a few years after independence. That was when crude oil was discovered in Nigeria. So, crude oil business started in Nigeria just after independence. So after the Civil War, Lagos experienced a whole lot of, a massive growth in population and oil business. So the existing route then, which was a Kata Bridge, Eco Bridge, could no longer handle the traffic and the movement of people from mainland to island and vice versa. So this project had to be constructed by the government to reduce traffic congestion, to improve movement of people and goods, and as a long-term urban growth to support long-term urban growth, because today Lagos is over 22 million people. There are over 22 million people in Lagos as at today when it comes to population data. So the construction started in 1976 when it was commissioned, and then it was built in 2 phases. The phase one was the phase one was the section between Ebutemeta and the island. That's Lagos Island. That's between Adeniji to where we call Clinic Road, the road you use and enter Yaba. That's Ebutemeta. Then the second phase, it was extended from that point, that's Clinic Road, all the way to Oroshoki by Julius Berger. And then it was commissioned by President Ibrahim Babangida on 17th of August 1990. So it was commissioned by the president and named after the president, Ibrahim Babangida. So this bridge, like I said, is called President Ibrahim Babangida Bridge. So for the knowledge, I'm still waiting for the answers in the comment section for the longest bridge in Africa that was built in 1996 and that beat the Third Mainland Bridge. And currently, which bridge is the longest bridge in Africa? That's the 2 questions I'm leaving for you guys. If you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly do so. It's a fun, a tour, and an educative channel. Yeah, we learn every day, of course. So this bridge, okay, let me just see some features. So this bridge, like I said, is 11.8 kilometers in length, 8 lanes. That's 4 on each side, 8 lanes in total. It crosses the Lagos Lagoon, and it connects Lagos Ibadan Expressway. It connects Oshodi Apapa Expressway. It connects Lagos Island Road Network and Herbert Macaulay Expressway. Herbert Macaulay Way. That's Yaba, the road that crosses through Sabo and all of that. It's called Herbert Macaulay Way. It connects through that Clinic Road, which is so the interchange in Third Mainland, where you take the exit and entry from Herbert Macaulay, is called Adekunle Interchange. Adekunle Interchange. That is the interchange I use and connect Clinic Road to approach Herbert Macaulay Way that crosses Yaba. But this road is mostly used by commuters who are, going to or coming from Lagos Island, from Oroshoki, Gbagada, Yaba, Maryland, Ikorodu, Ketu, Oshodi. Those people walking in Lagos Island, Marina, Victoria Island, Ikoyi, all those places, even Lekki, Phase 1, all those places, people walking there and coming from the places I mentioned earlier, they are the most people who use this road. The road is very busy. According to record, more than 15 to 20,000 cars use this road every day. That's a very, very huge number. You cannot cross Third Mainland, not see. If you pass Third Mainland Bridge by 2 a.m., you will still see vehicles on that road. So over the years, since its completion in 1990, the road has gone through various rehabilitation phases or sessions. In 2006, it was rehabilitated when they were noticing vibrations and it needed structural repairs and all of that. So it was rehabilitated in 2006. It was also rehabilitated in 2012 and 2013, where some sections were damaged. Some sections and some, some joints were damaged, so they had to repair it. That's in 2012 and 13. Also in 2020 and 2021, the bearings were fixed. The joints and bearings were fixed or refixed, as the case may be. Like those of us who drive through, what's the name of that bridge again? Through Independence Bridge. There is a bridge called Independence Bridge that connects Onikon to VI. That connects Onikon to Amadu Bello Way in VI. It's called Independence Bridge. That bridge is currently having joint issues. If you are using that bridge currently, you have to be very careful. Like many of the joints are broken, you can literally see the water under. So in 2024, this third mainland was also rehabilitated in 2024, and in 2026, it was rehabilitated, and then CCTV was fixed. This year, 2026, they fixed the CCTV cameras for monitoring of vehicle movement, and as well high definition cameras for checkmating speed. And that was when they put the speed limit to 80 kilometers per hour. Then when you drive through this bridge, there are some places you can clearly see from the bridge, which is University of Lagos. To start with, you see the University of Lagos, their waterfront, that's behind the University of Lagos guest house or Unilag guest house. Yeah, just behind Unilag guest house is the Lagoon. So from third mainland bridge, you can be seeing those places. You can see the Makoko waterside community. You can see Lagos Lagoon, of course. You can see Lagos skyline when you are heading towards Lagos or towards Lagos Island from Oworoshoki. When you are heading towards Lagos Island, at least when you get to Adekunle interchange, that's the clinic road that connects about Macaulay Way, you should be able to see the Lagos skyline. Then Oworoshoki waterfront, then parts of Yaba and Lagos Island, mostly Lagos Island market. And on your right, when you are heading to Lagos Island, when you're approaching Lagos Island from Oworoshoki, from at your right hand side is where all these places are located. That's where you'll be seeing you see Lagos Unilag, that's University of Lagos, Makoko. You also see the Ido Bridge. You see the Ido Bridge, you see Eko Bridge on your right hand. So the third mainland bridge is toll free. I don't even think there's any road apart from the airport road that's very close to the international airport where you have to pay a toll fee to pass. I don't think there's any other road in Lagos currently that fees are being paid in toll gates. I don't think. Almost every road now is toll free. So thank you very much for staying to this time. If you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly do so. Every 2 weeks max, every week or every 2 weeks at max, we post new routes. We post a new route in Lagos. Yes, we drive around and bring Lagos to you. That is what we do here. And then tell you about the road, the history, and all of that. If you have other facts or other interesting information you can add, please kindly do so in the comment section. We really appreciate. A lot of you do that, and I really appreciate. Or sometimes when I say something not really correct, or sometimes when there are gaps in the information, you take your time to go to the comment section and point out certain things. I really appreciate that. I appreciate constructive criticism too. I appreciate input, data input, information input. Thank you so much for watching this video till now. We are in Alapere. Yes, by my right hand there is Alapere bus stop and the MRS, one of the busiest filling stations in Lagos. In fact, let me just say one of the busiest MRS filling stations. This one and the one in Madubele Way in VI. I think they are the two busiest MRS stations. Well, that's not what we're talking about today. So thank you guys. Thank you for seeing this video to this point. This video stops at toll gate. That's at toll gate bus stop after K2. Just after K2 at toll gate. That's where this video stops. At the U-turn at 7 up. So if you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly do so. I really appreciate. We really appreciate. I and my team. We'll continue to bring Lagos to you. Yeah, non-stop. Thank you. What happened here? See, hey, all these bus drivers, guy, hi, Lagos. If you are driving in this Lagos, you just have to be careful. What just happened there? You can rewind. So a commercial bus was driving on this road, and the door fell off. That yellow bus you just saw, you can rewind and you understand what happened there. The door of the bus fell off. So imagine you are inside that bus and the bus is filled up. Like in most cases, the bus is filled up and the bus is used to be tight normally. So imagine you are inside that bus and you are just pressed to the door, managing your life to get to where you are going, and that door just fall off. That's how you just pour on the floor. Like you pour like water. Not only yourself, you and maybe 2 other people. That's how you just fall on the floor and roll. And what if there's an oncoming vehicle? This Lagos is a funny place, so honestly. How can you be going on the road and the door will just fall off? It's crazy.